let me just go ahead and set the record straight. This is my blood.
Yeah.
This is my family. Man, you getting the tea today.
Monét Talks. Everybody come sit down, let's have a chat. Monét Talks. Living life gossip, chop it up, this or that. Monét Talks. Get comfortable with me, cause you on the show. We just wanna know where you been, who you been with. Monét Talks.
So, I don't think y'all understand the iconery is about to be happening on here today. We have the legendary, the gorgeous, the stunning, the scintillating Miss Tia Mowry. Tia, I can't believe you decided to come over here and do the show.
I mean, of course.
First of all, you walk in and the glam, the energy is off the charts.
Thank you.
You look stunning.
You know, I really, and I hate to sound corny, but I really think that it just starts from within.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel very centered. I feel very aligned.
Yeah.
And I just feel good.
Yeah.
So I think that is maybe also what you're, picking up.
Well, I'm
and I have an incredible team, that helps me because I do not wake up like this.
Even though I feel like you do. I feel like here they feel like Tia, though they say that they don't wake up like this.
Yeah.
And you see them the first thing in the morning, you're like, girl, it's on. Everything is on. It's on. It's on. So back in 2020, did you know that you did my talk show?
No, really? What?
Yes. So I had
Back in
my
2020?
show.
What?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
February 2020, I had my show, The Exchange Raid, at Bill Studios in downtown in New York.
Oh, yes. We were just saying that.
And I was out of town. So my fill-in, my subordinate, his name is Bob, the drag queen. He fills in for me. And when I tell you, because I was in Asia doing a thing, and when they told me they got you, I was like, y'all, I don't know what we have to do. I will sell my firstborn child that I'm going to have in 25 years if y'all can get me back to New York to talk to Tia Mowry.
Okay, yes.
So you worked with Bob. Do you see?
Yes, now I do recall.
Tia,
and I
don't make Bob feel good.
No.
She was not memorable. You don't know her. It's fine. No one does.
Well, here we are.
Here we are. Now we're having our time.
Yes. Yes.
So one of the things that I'm a huge Beyonce fan, right?
Oh,
so
am I.
Well, she's a huge fan of yours. Can you please tell me the moment where you're sitting there and Beyonce is singing your 90s hit? Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I didn't really recognize it at first. Someone behind me had to say, "Oh my God, Tia, no. She's singing your song." I think because where I was on the stage, things kind of bounced a little bit, like the sound.
Yeah.
So I didn't really recognize what was going on until somebody behind me had said it. And then, oh my God, I thought I was dreaming. I was like, is this really happening?
Yes.
But, Beyonce has always been so incredibly nice. I met her years ago.
When she did
Smart Guy.
Yeah.
Destiny's Child.
When Destiny's Child was like kind of like blowing up for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember her just being so kind and nice and so humble and sweet, and she's just stunning and so talented. And then I had seen her again backstage at one of her concerts. And same thing. Like, every single time I see her, she's just one of those people that will look you in the eye and just be present with you.
I don't think I would handle it. Like, you're looking me in the eye right now, and I'm dying inside. I'm trying to play it cool for the cameras. I'm dying. Because, you've been famous for literally forever.
I know.
And you're like...
30 years.
30? No, is it?
I just got back from J. Hud, her show, and she basically said that Sister... Was it today was the reunion for 30 years or something like, I don't know if it's this year.
This year.
But 30 years.
But before that, were you doing did you do stage acting and stuff or anything? Or was TV the first dive into it?
Well, I used to do pageants. And
like Miss Universe challenge, like pageants?
Yeah.
Word.
I was Miss Colleen.
Miss Colleen.
I was Miss Fort Hood. I did it all, y'all.
Work.
And then I did a Barbie commercial.
Work.
We're into Barbie.
Work.
So that was me before, Sister. So I got my feet, a little wet. And then, the world...
So Keke Palmer and I, we did a gig together for Google Pix, and we were talking about
Keke Palmer?
Yes,
Love
who
her.
is literally
She's fantastic.
y'all have very similar energies. It's like warm, like you're saying, it comes from inside, like that warm thing.
Yeah.
And she was saying like her mom, because like from a kid, like she could memorize things really well. And her mom was like, oh, so we're gonna put you in acting.
Yeah,
I could never be a kid actor. Girl, I can never remember my name as a kid.
Really?
Yes. They would find me on the playground. They'd be like, hey, do you know? I was like, I think my name is Kevin. Like Monét. What did I say, Kevin?
There's a lot that comes with being a child actor.
Yeah, I'm sure though.
And I think Kiki has done an incredible job.
Yes.
You know, she's just so smart and she's so talented. And I think what I love about her is she's always stayed true to who she is as a person.
Yeah.
And she's authentic and she doesn't kind of move, with the trends.
Yeah.
She's like, this is me. This is who I am. You either like me or you don't.
Yeah.
And I just love that, about her. So,
well, I said, since you have been in the game for 30 years, once someone like Beyonce like recognize you, does that like lose its thing, or because again, especially in Black culture, especially because you were part of the golden age of these Black sitcoms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like everyone knows who you are. So does that like you're like, oh yeah, just Beyonce, girl. Anyway, where these kids at?
No, like,
got it.
And I think for me, I'm a huge fan of Beyonce.
Yeah,
I just love how she's all about women empowerment.
Yeah.
She's so fantastic. And she's so smart. And like I said, she's so talented. And I just love what she's all about, you know? She's like I don't want to say she is a feminist because I don't know, but I just love how she speaks for women.
Yeah.
And I really relate to that. So she is like this to me, like for real, and she always will be.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I can't wait for there's so many things up in the air about is Cowboy Carter gonna be a thing, and because I try not to dive into the folklore and the fan lore on Twitter, but it's so hard to, because I'm like, these kids, they be knowing, they be like, oh yeah, in her video about the video phone, she had a cellular phone.
I know.
So the next album gonna be about Pop-Tarts. You're like, what? Like how? You know what I mean? So anyway.
No, they're like little, they're
Easter
detectives,
eggs and little, detectives,
like trying to figure out, the next move.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot about her and her, she's iconic.
Yeah.
She really, really is.
Which, speaking of, I heard that there may be a sister reboot.
Really?
That's what the streets are saying.
You know what? I just feel like everybody just wants it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
You're like, give me the tea, Tia. Give me the tea. I just don't. I don't know.
Okay.
I will say this: never say never. But I just feel like where we are in our lives right now. You know what I mean? We're just kind of like, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
We tried though. I think a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
We did try to, have some sort of reunion. But like, I think the rights got in the way.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So something ended up happening that stopped us from being able from being able to do it. We were very close.
Dang.
We had contracts. Man, you getting the tea today.
Ooh.
We were like working through contracts. Contracts were written up and everything.
What?
And we were ready to go. And then something ended up happening, like, with the rights, and so
I'm trying not to cuss.
Yeah, no, I know. And so my sister and I were like, and then I ended up getting something, and then she ended up getting something.
Yeah.
So life just continued to move forward on. That we just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so it's not that we didn't want to.
Yeah, but there was some shady higher up was like, actually on line 792 of the B side, you got it. Great,
so
the red tape.
That's what happened.
Well, thank you for bringing up, because I love that you said one thing in an interview, and the world will take your and try to twist it and Simone Biles it into something it was not.
Hilarious. I've never heard.
Because it's crazy. I'm like, people act like first of all, this is my blood. Like, this is like, like y'all are not about to come and create a thing that is not a thing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why I needed to say something.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
This is my blood.
Yeah.
This is my family. It's not going to go down like this.
Yeah.
And I think also I'm just at a place now in my life where I understand boundaries.
Yeah.
And before I wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't really understand the power of boundaries. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, Tia, this is not okay. Let me just go ahead and set the record straight. And also, it's not okay for my sister. You know, like it's not okay for our family. So I just needed to just clear the air. And sorry, y'all. No news here. I literally just talked to her yesterday.
Work. Hey, see? So for all y'all up in the shade room, doing all the things that are crazy, like thank you for sending
Yes,
this
of course.
Yeah. How's my boo Taj doing though?
Taj, you know, he's doing fantastic.
Okay.
You know, he's doing really, really well. I feel like what's so cool just about the Mowry family in general, like I feel like we're the little engine that could.
Yeah.
We started out as these young, you know, actors and young stars, should I say, child actors and stars. And we're still trucking. We're still doing what we love to do.
Which is unheard of a lot. You know what I mean? Because we all know the industry be chewing people up and spinning them out, but y'all...
You know, thank God, because we had great parents, you know, that really, really protected us. But he's doing great. He did an incredible show called Muppets, The Muppets last year with Lily Singh. And that was fantastic. And he's working on some things now. And y'all might be hearing about something, you know, soon. But I will say this. I'm so incredibly proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, all of my siblings, Tavia, Taj, and my sister.
Yeah.
You know,
would you let your kids in the industry? Because obviously you're a great parent. Would you Would you?
I think the
if
only
they wanted
reason,
to, obviously,
yeah. I think the reason why I would is because why would I be able to? Why would I tell my child that they can't do it when I did it?
Yeah.
Right. That just wouldn't seem fair or right. But would it be my first choice for them? Maybe not. Okay. I would want them to go to school. I would want them to try out some other things before getting into the industry, just because I know what it's like. Yeah. It's not easy. Yeah. But if it's something that you're incredibly passionate about, then I will nurture you and I will support you, because I want my children to be happy. Yeah. You know?
Girl, getting acting lessons from my mom, who is Tia Mowry. Girl, are you kidding me? Like, yes.
Yeah. No. So, yeah.
I mean, it is spooky season 2, and literally 2 days ago, Twitches. Okay. So when your agent gives y'all the thing with Twitches to like, okay, we'll just do this Disney Channel original movie, whatever. No. Did you think that it would be like how it is a classic?
We never knew that it would turn out into this huge classic. I remember having the first meeting at Disney Studios for this movie, and you know, Twitches, it was a book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With 2 white girls.
Really?
Yep. And then my sister and I, we, of course, you know, we ended up doing the movie. Yeah. But we love magic. Like, we're huge fans of like Harry Potter and all of that.
I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch growing up. I would walk around my house all the time,
and so my sister and I, we love, and we got to do that, you know? And we had such an incredible time. We shot the first one in 2005. We shot the second one in 2007. Yeah. But we had no idea that it would be a classic. I mean, my daughter's watching it.
Yes. Now. Oh, I have young nieces and nephews between ages 5 and they watched it.
Have you probably don't know, but people have tattoos of the sun and the moon.
Really?
Tatted on them.
Girl.
That's how much they love Alex and Cameron.
That staying power in this industry, girl. Oh, it's still to this day.
Grateful. You know, it's fun. You know, that people are still, you know, loving it. Yeah.
I was on Drag Race, and I mean, I had a whole thing with sponges on the show, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes people show it to me and greet with like tattoos of sponges on. I'm like, y'all, I appreciate the love. Yeah. But a sponge, at least a sun or a moon, like that's weird. You know what I mean? A sponge with some bubbles on it. I'm like, y'all, I mean, all right.
It does. You know?
I feel bad though. I incited you to do this, you know? Yeah. So Tia, so you have your cooking. First of all, you did a cooking show for 2 years, right?
So yes, it was Tia Mowry at home, and then now I have my own YouTube channel, Tia Mowry's Quick Fix Kitchen.
So you be throwing down.
I do. I know how to cook. She know how to cook.
See, my toxic trait though is I will watch your show. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that, and I'm in the kitchen tearing it up, burning things. And when did you start? When did you become such an expertise in the kitchen?
I started cooking and just being in the kitchen at 6 years old.
Oh.
I will never forget my mom. She had me in the kitchen washing dishes. And she would put this little, I'm 6. And I couldn't even reach the sink. But she would move that stool. And I would stand on the stool.
You're going to wash today.
So it started out like that. And then once I got comfortable, I became her sous chef.
Oh, work. Okay.
So I want to say like maybe around 10 or 12, I would help her with the collard greens, and I would cut up the collard greens. I would wash them, and even when she would fry the chicken, I would wash the chicken in the sink.
Okay, so you wash your chicken. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Tia, you washing her chicken.
You wash the chicken.
That's a big thing on TikTok these days. Who washes chicken? Who don't wash? I grew up washing our chicken too.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
really think that it's a cultural thing for us.
Sure. Yeah,
but I would wash the kitchen. I would wash the chicken in the kitchen sink. And then I would season it. She would trust me to season, and that's a huge.
I'm about to say, your mom trusts you to season the chicken?
Some fried chicken.
Girl.
But she would handle the chicken, in the grease because it was hot.
Yeah, you had to bring yourself.
Yeah, so once again, I got comfortable with that, or she saw that I was great at that. She had me, I want to say, around 14 years old, start taking on the responsibilities to cook for the whole family.
You and your sister, or just you?
We would rotate.
So
it would be me, so I would cook breakfast, lunch, pack up the lunches and all of that, and dinner. So it started out as a chore.
Lord.
So I was like, but then I started to really love it.
Yeah.
And then I would dream about food and dream about recipes and dream about what I was going to make.
Okay, so you really are true to it. Okay, got you.
No, I'm a foodie. I love everything about cooking.
Got it.
And then, I ended up having a show. And then once that was over, I cried when Tia Mowry at Home was canceled. And because I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And then that's what made me do Tia Mowry's Quick Fix Kitchen.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't want to stop doing it.
Yeah.
And we've been doing the channel for 6 years now?
Yeah.
6 years. So.
Well, listen, whenever if you having a dinner party or something and you want some entertainment, you can give me a call, girl. I'll be there.
Anton, my makeup artist, is here, and he's tried all of my dishes pretty much, and it's fire, right? I can throw down.
Well, Tia, I would love to also try some of your dishes as well with Anton. Anton, we're gonna give you a break that week. I'm coming over to try some dishes, okay, Anton?
Yeah, so.
Lord. Okay, so now we have to talk about your new show on WeTV. How are you feeling about it?
Oh my God.
Because you're dating. Like I'm watching. I'm like, ooh, Tia.
I know.
So filming the show and everything. Like, and obviously you're going through everything, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how is your foray into this into this reality show about your life?
I feel like there's just a lot of emotions, right?
Yeah.
There's excitement because I feel like fame without purpose is dangerous.
That is a word.
Yes, fame without purpose is dangerous.
Ooh, that's good.
And so I'm just really passionate about using my platform and my celebrity status to inspire and to help others. So I'm excited in that way to be able to, share my story and share my journey and see that people can recognize themselves within my journey. But then at the same time, it gets overwhelming, sometimes, and scary because I am being so vulnerable and raw and unfiltered and opening myself up in a way that I haven't.
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
To do that and to be vulnerable. And it comes with its pros and cons. Yeah. I think being judged when you're on a television show, you could say, well, I didn't write that. Well, that wasn't my joke,
I actor reading the script. I'm an actor reading the script.
Exactly. But then when people have comments and things to say on your vulnerable moments, it just hits differently.
Yeah. Like, I'm taking this time. I am giving y'all an honest look into my mind, into my soul, into my life. And you are on Twitter, on TikTok, whatever, saying these crazy things. I can't, like, I don't, like, I did a reality competition show, so it's kind of like that, but when it's like your full life, I can't imagine, girl.
It's hard. And, you know, I've never realized, people would always tell me that I'm strong. Yeah. But now I know. Yeah. I can see it for myself, that I am very strong to, you know, be dealing with that. But also, I realized that it's just projection. You know, and also people have a right to have an opinion. They have a right to express themselves. I mean, maybe not necessarily putting down and judging others. You know, I'm not a fan of that. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, this is true.
It's life.
Yeah, such is life. Yeah. I mean, also, like, now you're dating in your 40s now, though. Girl, okay, I hope you have Anton. I hope Anton is giving you some. You have to have a gay wingman to decipher through these shady, straight dudes.
Let me tell you, Anton, are you not my dating coach?
Okay, good.
Whenever I have questions or I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What should I do? And when I say he has been so fantastic.
Good.
You have helped me in so many ways. Like, for real. So I do have, you know, a dating coach.
A dating coach.
Help in Anton.
Yeah. Would you ever do one of those matchmaker things? I see those online. I'm like, are those real? Do those work?
No, you know what? I'm going to be like... Kudos to the dating apps and people who have met on the dating apps, you know, and all of that. But for me, I'm all about just being organic and just having like this natural flow of things. Okay. So matchmaker, I mean, listen, never say never. I could be at a different place, you know, next year or 5 years from now. Yeah. But I just feel like now it's not really, I'm not a fan of having other people match me. I'm more of a fan of just letting the universe and things just kind of just like flow the way that they should. Okay. And I have patience. Yeah. I'm not rushing. Yeah. You know, whatever's meant will not pass me by.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll say, so like dating, so like no Hinges, no Tinder, none of those.
I did try Raya.
Girl, I tried Raya at first. Raya, first of all, they're matching with people all over the planet. I'm like, he's in Switzerland. I'm in LA. How is that going to work? So Raya is just, also, I'm sure people see your profile on Raya, even though it is vetted now, but they probably get so intimidated.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
The invitation thing probably is huge for you. People are like shaking like Courage the Cowardly Dog to send you a message. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh! Let's just say it's been interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, can you tell us like what are the wildest messages you got on Raya?
Wildest. Ooh. You know what? I think for me, and my wilds is the first thing out of the gate. He was like, "Oh my God, you're the girl from Sister Sister." I'm not lying.
No.
Oh my God, I'm such a huge fan, and I was like,
block.
That's exactly what I did.
You got to.
I was like,
can you imagine dating that person?
No.
One date? No, absolutely not.
Nope. There was block.
Block.
There was a block.
And also make sure you get your man in therapy.
Honey.
Girl.
That is so. Many people, not many, but some people have been asking about my non-negotiables, and that's one of them. Yeah. Like, he has to be in therapy. He has to be emotionally intelligent. He has to be mindful of his triggers, his traumas, his feelings. Yes. You know, like. Yeah. Mama ain't got time for anything else.
Yeah, I cannot be your therapist. I'm raising some young human beings. This is where I cannot be in charge of your emotions and mine. That's crazy.
Yes.
So I'm new to therapy.
Okay.
And I have, like, for the past, 2 years.
I love that.
And
that's awesome.
I had this, all my friends are like, girl, you got to get a black therapist, black therapist. I did not. So I'm talking to this therapist, and we're talking about a thing, and I'm like, I'm talking to this guy, he just wasn't fully tapped in. Okay.
They didn't understand what that meant.
Girl. So he's like.
Tapped in. What does that mean?
He's like, I'm tapped in. I was like tapped in, he's not tapped into what's going on. And he's like, And he's like,
no.
and I was like tapped, and he's like,
oh,
so then I say, now I'm having to explain to his wife person about taps, and he goes, then this happens. He puts the finger up. And then the next starts when he's like, first of all, let me tell you, I have a lot of black friends. And I was like, I'm sorry, excuse me.
That's the thing that you don't
literally
say
and as a therapist, it should be the last thing you do.
Whenever someone says that, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
I was so uncomfortable, but also I'm in like I'm like a people pleaser person, so I'm sitting there like trying to act like I'm like
a recovering,
like you know what I mean? Recovering people. I need to get to. That's what I need to get to. A recovering people pleaser.
Okay, I have a great book for you.
Please tell me.
It's called Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Do you want to look it up? It's
please.
And basically, it's this Black woman who is a therapist.
Okay.
And she basically teaches you about boundaries.
Please.
Because like I said, I am a recovering people pleaser.
Ooh,
but you know what though? That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't live in that space anymore.
Yeah.
And it's about you protecting you.
Okay.
It's about you protecting your mental health when you create boundaries for yourself.
I need that.
Yes.
I need that.
So, and someone who respects you, loves you, will respect those boundaries. And I will say this, when you do start making them, your circle does get smaller.
I know.
But it's about being around the right people, right?
Yeah.
So,
thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm also a suffering silencer too. Like I would just go along with the thing and like be like, yeah, it's okay, it's good.
I was there too.
So I need to come on the other side. I need to be where you're at. So I need to get to.
You know what helps with that?
What?
Meditation. So when you meditate,
I need to get into meditation too.
Yes, you start to really hear your whispers.
Okay.
And then you start to have a relationship with them, so that you don't feel so like you don't suffer in silence in that way. Because once you start to build a connection and a rapport, and a relationship with your own thoughts, then you wouldn't want to do that anymore. That's just my experience and in my opinion. I'm not a therapist or a doctor, but I'm just saying what has helped me.
Yeah. I think of me about therapy, I'm like, about meditation, I will fall asleep anywhere. If you give me 3 seconds of silence, I will pass out. So I need to like find a way to meditate that does not involve me being, but that's what meditation is, being silent.
But you can meditate walking. There's a certain thing called walking meditation.
Okay.
So try that.
Maybe that would be my thing, because I do like to walk.
Yeah. So
I love a good walk.
So try that.
Okay.
Yeah. Joe Dispenza, he's great, and he has amazing walking meditations.
Girl, we are dropping gems.
Yes.
Tia is out here dropping gems, y'all. This is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Tia,
What?
you are like a transcendent human being. You are just you're so amazing.
Thank you.
Like so I'm also reading about chakras and stuff like that.
Yes.
And like just like the aura and like the colors of your space is just like,
I believe in frequencies.
Frequencies 100%. To me, it's so crazy to think that we are literally at a subatomic level, we're energy, right?
We are.
So the fact that people don't think that someone can walk into a room and change your energy, I'm like, that's literally what we are. That's what we're made out of.
Exactly. And we're surrounded by it.
Yeah.
Everything
all the time.
Everything is energy. Everything is energy.
Yeah.
So thank you for recognizing that.
Yes.
So I appreciate that.
Okay, so I do want to talk about Drag Race really quick.
Okay.
You were on All Star 6.
I was.
Did Anton go with you?
Did you go with me? No, you did my makeup.
You did the makeup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was COVID times. Oh.
When I say I had a ball, y'all, I had a ball. I think there's like memes online.
Oh yeah.
Of me going.
Yeah, because it's when Laganja Strong just stood in that box.
Yes.
And jumped off. You were like.
Fabulous. You know what I really, really loved about just being on that show? It was a behind the scenes moment, meaning, and I think I told you this, Anton, it's a competition, right? But behind the scenes, I was able to see how the contestants had so much love for one another.
Yeah.
It was like, they had this amazing just support and, community for for each other. And I just thought that was just wonderful to visually see.
Yeah.
Because it's a competition.
It is a competition show,
but,
yeah.
You know, there was so much love.
Well, the thing about Drag Race, too, is that RuPaul's done such a great job. There's no reality competition show on the market that gives voices and life to so many queer stories. And not even queer stories of color. Because like every season, at least half the cast are people of color. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so you
amazing.
It's so good.
It was an incredible, wonderful experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Have you been to a drag show outside of watching Drag Race?
I have.
Ooh.
And I went to one in Atlanta years ago.
Drag. At Lips?
And you know what? That does sound a
it's
little...
Probably Lips.
Yeah, it does sound a little familiar. And it was fan-freaking-tastic. I just absolutely loved it. Just the energy, the vibes, you know, the confidence and it was, you know, the joy. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does give you, I love it. So I think that's where a lot of the queer community was like, okay, we with Tia for real. You know what I mean? Like, she's on Drag Race.
Yes,
like, she loves us. She appreciates our art form. We love that girl. Yes. Showing up for the girls.
You know. Sure.
So on health and awareness. Now, I know as I am a 34-year-old individual living in this world.
Okay.
And I have to admit, I do take care of myself physically. I go to the gym a lot, but one thing I do not do, which I need to do, and you have a vitamin line.
Well, I used to have a vitamin line.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, but I am all about supplements and just taking care of yourself and doing all of that.
I need to do that more.
I think it's important because we live such. You were just telling me about how many shows you shoot and how you travel.
Yeah,
and sometimes we don't have the time to eat and get the proper nutrients that we need. So supplements, it's very, very important. I did have that. It was called Answer. But I feel like it suffered a little bit because of COVID. But I've learned so much about being an entrepreneur. Yeah. Now I have my own hair care line for you.
For you. Sorry.
Your new hair care line for you by Tia.
Yeah.
And it's doing exceptionally well.
So we have a Patreon, and we said that we were having on the show today, and people were like, please ask Tia about her hair care line. Oh, girl, yeah. A lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
So tell us why you wanted to get into hair care, which is such a,
Yes. I mean, so again, I'm all about wellness.
Yeah.
And I wanted to find something for my curls that had natural ingredients. And that was actually all natural. And unfortunately, when I was doing research, I didn't see any of that, especially at an affordable, accessible price that had high quality ingredients. Yeah. And so I didn't find it on the market. So you know me, I was like, well, Tia, you do it. And so that's one of the main reasons why I came out, with For You. It's a natural hair care line that has all natural ingredients that's backed by science. So there's efficacy. We have scientists that, work with us and my company, and it's a plant-based hair care line.
Yeah.
So, we have flaxseed, we have sea moss, and watermelon extract. We have all of these incredible things. And, we're just continuing to build the line. We just came out with a mousse that has chia seeds.
Ooh.
And I'm having so much fun, just building and growing that. Yeah. So.
I love all the black queens in the hair care space.
Yes.
Like, y'all are Madam CJ walking the fuck out this bitch. And I love it. You, Rihanna, Beyonce, like y'all are doing.
She invited myself, Gabrielle Union, Taraji. We all went to her launch. And that's why I said I'm just like, I stand.
Why you don't ask me to go with you, Tia? Oh my God. Girl, when I was on the socials and I saw like all the legends on legends on legends at the Sacred Hair launch, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
She wanted to put a spotlight, on all of the other hair care, lines. And again, I think that's a true testimony to who she is as a person, that there's room for everyone.
Yeah. Now, is there any chance that you guys will be making a balding serum? Not necessarily for me, but for my friend Bob, the drag queen.
No.
He's balding
You know what?
viciously.
Never say never. Never say never. We do have this incredible oil that, he can just rub on, I guess, it's a multi-use oil.
Okay.
So he could just rub it on his hands and just, give
yeah.
his head like a nice shine.
Let his soul glow.
Yeah, like a soul glow. I don't know what I just did. I said...
Okay, if you could reboot any 90s movie, like black movie, what
90s
would it be?
black movie?
Yeah.
Oh God, you know what? I have the worst memory of retrieval. Like if you give me a list of what 90 movie
oh my God.
Was it Boomerang?
Boomerang.
Boomerang. Okay.
What if you rebooted
Coming to America?
Coming to
Was
America,
that
but they did two already.
They did.
They did two, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could reboot What's Love Got to Do with It, would you play Tina Turner?
Oh my God, no.
Why? Why? You're so fucking good.
Really?
Yes. You sing.
Left a good job in the city. Working from home every night and day. Oh God. No, I just don't think that I could. I don't know if I could do it justice. I would love to do Boomerang. I think wasn't Halle Berry in that? Was she in Boomerang? No, there was something else.
No. Halle Berry was Baps.
Baps.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to do that.
Baps?
Redo a Baps.
That would be good.
That'll be really, really cool.
That would be really good. Really good. Mm-hmm. Tia, I cannot tell you what a joy it's been to have you here on this show. You have dropped so much knowledge here. You have really given me some. I am going to read that book.
Meditate, do the walking.
Walking meditation. I'm going to do the walking meditations. I'm going to get out of this suffering silencing and this people pleasing and get on the other side so I can elevate myself to the Tia Mowry plane of existence.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping by the show. I appreciate it so much.
You're wonderful.
Thank you, as are you. And thank you all for watching another fabulous episode of Monét Talks. This has been the legendary Tia Mowry here with us on the couch, and we'll see you all again next week. Same time, same place. Peace.
Monét Talks.